What's up, people? There's a time to really keep your mouth closed. This is probably one of those times. I should keep my mouth closed because, as you can see, cancel culture is real. I want to say this. I have a child and young people who attend HBCUs. So I want to make this statement. The alleged shooter, Tyler Robinson, 22 years old, he's clearly white. He's not Republican. He's not Democratic. He is a domestic terrorist. What I don't understand is why when a white person kills another white person, that black people have to eat the weight of that blame and our schools have to be threatened. But I know why it's happening. And that is because of the irresponsibility of people who blame this on the Democratic Party or blame it on liberals. And I am a black conservative. My circle knows me and they know that very well. There is no way that black people, as far as I'm concerned, should even be in this conversation. And we're not heartless people. I think the world should know anything about black people, that we are not about revenge. I say that to say, when you have a child whose school is being threatened, as a parent and as a military veteran, I will do whatever it takes to protect my child from all enemies, foreign and domestic. I served this country proudly after 9/11, which was yesterday, that was celebrated. Threatening HBCUs for a white man killing another white man, murdering another white man in cold blood. This is because of the language and the rhetoric that is out there. I have heard black Christians who have mourned and weep for Charlie Kirk. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. We should all mourn the loss of life, no matter how heinous it is. But I can't think of this Christian rapper's name, who literally came out and talked about George Floyd being a thug and dying of fentanyl. Not talking about the 9 minutes Derek Chauvin was on his neck. When I listen to black conservatives who say they're Christians, like April Chapman, who is a black woman, I listen to her show. I don't like Charlie Kirk. I don't agree with everything Charlie Kirk said. I don't agree with everything April Chapman says, but I consider her my sister and I listen to her. But for her to also reshare the rhetoric of Democrats being the blame for this, you've got to be killing me. But what that's showing me is that there is a level of disconnect in the black church and the white church. There is a level of disconnect between black conservatives and black liberals. And we just get caught up in this whole blame game. I wrote a poem on my website about Charlie Kirk and what empathy actually looks like. And people now, what people will not be able to do is tell me who I can and can't have empathy for. I have empathy for everybody who loses their life. That's just me. That's how I am. So you can't tell me why you got empathy for this. I mourn the loss of life, period. When my nephew got gunned down, I saw comments out there that were completely inappropriate, because people are going to always be an idiot every time they have an opportunity to be an idiot. That's unfortunately just how people are. But let me say this. No facts have come in. No details have come in. So if you're only using sources that you find on social media from other people, including me, that are not coming from credible, reliable folks who spend money to get their resources out there to find out accurate information, drown out the noise. Stop blaming people for this, because this thing is not about Republicans or Democrats. It's a balefire. And if you don't know what a balefire is, You probably want to Google the author of the book Balefire. Matter of fact, I encourage you to read the book Balefire. It should be a #1 bestseller after today. This is free advertisement I'm throwing out here, because until you understand how Satan works, we will continue to point the finger at each other and not focus where our focus should be. I commend them. Just like I commend the governor of Minnesota, they moved in and caught the culprits quick. I commend the government for making moves to catch this person quickly, this alleged shooter. But let's not lose sight on the big picture, fam. We're at a culling right now. And that culling of America is dangerous. And if we, the people, give in to everything that's been happening, everybody will have to bear the responsibility and the weight of their words. Because cancel culture is real. When it's convenient for some people, it's real. As a Christian, it is my job to pray and intercede, which I was up until 3 o'clock this morning doing, actually. It's to pray and intercede for my beloved country that is going down a place that could make Nazi Germany look like a cakewalk. When we have people who are comfortable going on live, leaving voicemails and threatening public officials, threatening to blow up or shoot up HBCUs, to blatantly throw the N-word out there. This is what's happening, fam. But let me be clear in my final words. Black people had nothing to do with this. I bank a majority of Democrats had nothing to do with this. I'm banking a majority of Republicans had nothing to do with this. But I know who did have all to do with this. That is Satan. He is wielding his powers on the world. And if you're not a believer, I don't even expect you to understand the level of spiritual warfare that even involves or engages. But trust me, a reckoning is coming. How are we going to stand with each other? That's going to be the final clarion call. Will we give in to our flesh? Will we give in to the religion of our politics and not the religion of our faith? That's where the challenge lies. Let's see how we play it, and let's see how we do it. Because we have to come together as a United States. And there's a lot of division right now. Not going to get into the things that have caused that division, because that's not the point of my message. The point is that those of us who have children at HBCUs, teach them situational awareness, teach them how to go out, not by themselves in public, especially if they're in the South. Tell them to be careful, watch their back, continue to pray for them. Because when you start threatening people's kids, you wake up something that you won't be able to recover from. And that's not where we want to go. Be well.